So the Indianapolis, one of the types of armament it had was 8 5-inch 25 caliber anti-aircraft guns. One of the tedious jobs of this model, which again is pretty cool, of those 8, there are 8 pieces to each gun. So for 8 guns, 64 pieces that had to be cut out. Now I'll have to deburr them. I meant to do that first, but I will deburr them and then put one together to show you how it goes. I'm deliberately not showing a lot of this because it is very tedious and ongoing and would take forever. If that is what some would like, then I will put something together and get another model and do what I can there to show that. But let me deburr these and then I'll start building one in fast forward mode and see what happens. And I'm going to try to keep my fat hands out of the picture here and try to do this, but you have to bear with me. Okay. And there it is. But that, of course, the mount goes on there too. But 2 down, 6 to go. Alright, up to part 19. I went ahead and put the towers on, and trust me, you did not want to be a part of that. It was a very ugly thing. I forgot that I'd finished the first one and didn't glue it, just set it up there. Picked it up, I put the second one on and everything fell apart. Oh well. It's getting better. I guess. I still have trouble with this metal. Cannot get it to bend or fold or not break or whatever. But I'm doing the best I can. I do like the model. I don't remember doing anything this big for a long time. Last thing I vaguely remember is putting together an aircraft carrier. I don't remember which one it was, but it was pretty good size, and I set it up in a window to dry, let the paint dry, and just finished it. And one of my sisters got mad at me, closed the window. Smashed it in about 1 million pieces. Yeah, maybe 500,000. Boy, was I mad. Anyway, this one, I think, is turning out fairly nice. I keep hitting these antennas. I can't hardly see them. I keep hitting them and bending them, trying to get them all straightened back up again, but it's working out. So far, so good. So hope you, I know it's not been a lot of detail, it's showing you everything, but this is where I'm at so far. Okay. Like, share, and subscribe. So this is where we're at so far. Got a little bit of detail done in the guns and catapults, crane and such, ladders. But now I guess we're going to get into a lot more detail. In step 22, we're going to see a bunch of, I don't know what those, I guess maybe toolboxes or different things, and anchors, some more ladders, a couple more guns, lifeboats and such, a little bit more. But so far so good. I did find a couple, there's up here in the bow when I had to go put the ports on right there, the guns and such. There were no holes. They were covered up. I tried to poke them out, but they were filled. Where there should be some holes like that. It was only, so far, the only real mistake that I've come across. Well, it is 04:15. I'm getting a little tired again. I need to go try to get a couple hours. But there it is. Alright, I'll keep going, see what we can do here. These nets right here, these things are real fun. And of course, I tell you about the ladders, that crane. Oh, I don't know. I don't really have the means to sit down and show you as I go step by step, but it's going to take long enough as it is. So, I was just watching a movie, Indianapolis, and of course, just like anything on Hollywood, you gotta take it for what it's worth. Although I know there were, I don't know, you gotta understand, I haven't slept for a long time. I mean, an hour at a time, that doesn't really count. But while I was watching it, the best that I could see, there was, at the end, at least one of the supposed, or the, I don't know, say supposed, but one person who had been there. And of course, they're just only going to show the part that they want to show of his recollection of it. And I'm not saying, it's Hollywood. That's all I'm saying. It's. I was looking at it to try to get anything, about the ship itself, mostly. Not what may or may not have happened. Tragically, or anything else. Although it was a miracle that a lot of those guys made it back. But anyway, with the ship, I didn't see. There's a few things I didn't see. I didn't see in any of the airplanes. They didn't have the planes on there. I didn't see. And it's, if you've seen the movie, you might have seen something different. But my recollection isn't so good of it. But the catapults, I didn't see any catapults on the ship. And again, I may be wrong, but I thought sure the crane on the picture was facing aft instead of to the bow. I don't know why I was seeing that. That's just what I saw in my mind. So anyway, maybe you saw something different. If you've seen it at all, if you haven't, well, like I say, it's Hollywood, and it's something to look at, to see some of the things that our military went through. That was like a lot of things, a lot of combat survivors don't talk about. So, anyway, I'm going to try to put some of this together. And if it looks like I'm going really slow, it's because I really am. Because I don't try not to mess things up any more than I have. It's not easy. I guess I need some better tools, or obviously better cameras and lighting. But for that, I apologize. I don't know what to do about that. I don't know what to find, or where to go, or what to look at. And again, as I've said many times, I'm not a professional at this. I will do the best I can. If for nothing else, for respect of those that served. So, here it is. Oh, my big old stinking. Oh well. I'm doing the best I can.
I did think that the captain got a raw deal, but that's not unusual in government either. Like they said, they needed a scapegoat. Now, anyway, back to the ship. I have come to the conclusion that when I paint this, I'm not going to paint it. Well, I don't know. I just changed my mind again. I don't know that I want to paint it the camouflage, naval camouflage version. It wasn't that on the movie, but again, that's the movies. But there is going to have to be a lot of tiny detail painting. I don't know how I'm going to do that. If you've ever been out ship, I've only been on a few. One thing is pretty cool when they drop anchor. And that thing makes some noise. There's the anchors. I gotta be careful. I did go ahead and finish or make up the stand here just to make it easier to set things on so it doesn't fall over so much. And one thing about dealing with these little tiny pieces, they break so stinking easily. I mean, they're pretty cool, but trying to get them just cutting them off the rack, sometimes they just bend or break. I don't know if I should put that on there. Put that on there first, or just how I'm going to do that. There's another little piece. This is one for the books. It's a little bitty. How am I going to get that thing up there? It's hard to pick up. They're flat. So one of the metal pieces. And you're supposed to. Okay, so here's the little metal piece, if that's any good to help. You're supposed to fold this in a trifold. Something. No, not quite. Okay. There. Now, you don't know how to show this very well. There, like that. Okay. And then it goes on the very tip of the bow. It's going to be fun, but post. Did I make it? Yeah. Cool. Anyway, there that is. And then this standard pole. This is not going to work. I can tell you that right now. Ooh. Ooh. Boy, that was shaky. It's still not down there though. Man. I'd have to take a pin and drill that hole out if this. Oh. Wait. Maybe that'll stay. I'm gonna have to have a case for this, but I plan on doing something with it. And this, earlier you saw the newspaper article. I'm gonna have to have a case for this anyway. It's gonna be interesting too. Don't know how I'm gonna do that. I've never built a display case before, so that'll be something to show. Okay, who's next? So we got those two, that, and those two. Oh, yeah. Here's another piece that went awry. Nope, didn't make it. Bummer. Supposed to be a V or brace, basically, for that standard pole. I don't know if I can fix that. I'm not that good at this. Hey, like I say all the time, if you're not gonna finish it, don't even start. If you're not gonna give it your best, why try? So follow my own advice. And that might work. I'll let it dry a little bit and then it basically goes right there. So let that go for a minute. And put these, what may be ammo boxes. There's 6 of these. Cut that off in there. Clean it up. And I know somebody's out there saying, "Oh, you shouldn't be putting that sharp thing next to you, cutting towards you, cut away from you." Hey, I tell everybody, I know how to use a knife and I got the scars to prove it. That's a joke. These things, I've got such calluses, these are not sharp enough to cut me like this. So, but thanks for your concern. Okay, so we'll take this and set it something like that. That's what it looks like. Maybe a little squared up. There. So there's that one.